Hello guys, welcome back to another Disney Pixar Cars Diecast review, and today we'll be reviewing the Cars 3 Darren Leadfoot, the racer for Shiny Wax from the beginning of Cars 3. Now this is a diecast that I've wanted for quite a long while. I saw him a lot in stores in 2019, 2018, which was when I started getting back into collecting, but I was never able to pick him up. This was also the case with Rex Frevler here, another racer who I wanted for a long while but was not able to pick up at the time. However, recently I was able to get not just Darren but Rex as well from the same seller on two separate eBay auctions that ended on the same day, and the seller was kind enough to combine postage on the both of them, so I was able to get them both at the same time, which was really nice. But now that we've got this diecast, let's get into the review, and I cannot wait to review this guy because Cars 3 Darren is one of my favourite Cars 3 stock cars. I absolutely love this design. He's definitely my favourite Shiny Wax racer, and I'll explain why as we get into the review. So of course Darren appeared in the beginning of Cars 3 before the Next Gen takeover and during the Next Gen takeover. He was eventually replaced by Conrad Camber in the Florida 500, making him one of the few racers to get through to the end of the season alongside Murray Clutchman, Ralph Collo and them lot. Cars 3 Darren was initially released in 2017 near the tail end of the Cars 3 diecast line, and he also got released with a collector card during that time. He was then re-released in Thailand in 2020 and hasn't been released since, so not a lot of releases for this guy, more so than some other racers, but still not too many, which is why it took me a while to get this guy. Anyway, let's get into the review, shall we? So of course you can see it's got a smirking expression, which is the same on cars like Ponchy Wipeout, Todd Marcus, etc. in their Cars 3 liveries. Now, what's interesting is on the prototype, he actually has black eyelids, Cars 3 Darren does, similar to Cars 3 Ponchy. This is not a feature on the final release. He's got his grille there, which is slightly different from the Cars 1 version, which is more of a two-part grille. This is just one solid grille. Headlights on either side with the 82 underneath. Then we've got probably one of my favourite features of Cars 3 Darren, this big shiny wax logo on the hood with a lot more shiny stars compared to the original version, which is just a circular logo with the two stars on each side. It's definitely an evolution, and an evolution I really like. Alongside the stripes in the back, kind of like this yellow goldish stripes behind it, which is kind of prevalent on the Cars 1 version, but it's more just like a ton of rings surrounding it. These are straight up stripes that are going round the car, and they even go around the whole racer pretty much, which is really cool, kind of making them form like part of the whole racer. In fact, the lines kind of come onto the roof, making this big yellow area, like they kind of fade into the yellow area, which is really cool. On the side, we have the contingency sponsors, which read Piston Cut, Vital Aim, Revolting, RPM, Nitrate, Octane Gain, and Clutch Aid. We have the little arrow over here to indicate where the pit crew to pick him up. Lightyear tires, of course, and the number 82. The really cool stripes here. I just love these stripes, and I love how it kind of fades into like this black area here as well. It's really nice. And of course these lines kind of go to the roof as well. It's really cool. And then these lines kind of come to the back almost, or they kind of originate from the back. At least that's my interpretation. And if I just get my camera to focus, come on. There we go. You can kind of see the little ring here reminiscent of the Cars 1 version, which is a really nice callback, with the Shiny Wax logo plastered at a slight angle throughout the spoiler, and then more of those lines surrounding it, kind of reminiscent of the Cars 1 version, with the ring and the lines surrounding that ring. It's really cool. I love Cars 3, Darren. Oh, come on. Of course, we've got the 82 here, and the rear lights on either side. Oh, come on, camera. Camera doesn't want to be nice to me today. There we go. Now, what's interesting is, unlike a few other of the Cal Weathers model, the little arrows, almost not arrows, little metal bars that are connecting the spoiler to the body, or at least that's the intention. Are in fact just decals. They aren't molded on unlike some other releases or other versions of this model. Sorry guys, my camera's really not wanting to be nice today. Which is interesting because all the other diecasts of this model have them molded on. In fact, I'll just get one right now to demonstrate. You can do it, Terika, I guess. See here? These are molded on here. Here, they're just decals. Very interesting. Don't know why they did it on him that way, but there we go. Got the Shiny Wax logo on the back here, and then the roof bars, and of course the 82 on the hood, which I've already touched on. And here is the base. Overall, this is one of my favourite Cars 3 stock cars, and definitely my favourite of the Shiny Wax races. I really love Cars 1 Darren as well. He has a really nice design, and you can't beat the classics, of course. But this isn't the case here. The Cars 3 version kind of evolves the Cars 1 version in every way and makes it even better than it was before, which I really, really like. But don't get me wrong, I still really love the Cars 1 version as well. And then, of course, there's Conrad Camber as well, who is not one of my favourites, but I definitely think he's still nice. I think the star on either side is quite cool, alongside the kind of metallic green that kind of fades into darker shade as we go along the diecast, but it could be quite a lot better. Definitely not as good as Cars 3 Darren here, who is definitely my favourite of the Shiny Wax races. Anyway guys, that'll be all for this review. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.